Listening to me. I see somebody listening to me. Prince Miller's finally spoke. Prince Miller, welcome home, my brother. As y'all know, Gerald Prince Miller of the Supreme Team came home. He's been home a while. Been home about a year, I guess. And he's finally making his appearance and speaking out. And I've been waiting for this. Like, I really wanted to hear from somebody who actually made the sacrifice. I wanted to hear from somebody who I can actually respect their opinion, or people can actually respect their opinion because they did what they said they would do. Now, I also understand that this newfound attention can be intoxicating. It can be a lot. And after a man who's been away for 34 years, I mean, I would implore him, hey, brother, enjoy the moment, speak your piece. The world needs to hear your truth. The world needs to hear the truth, but more importantly, be careful. Oh, man. Everything he said wasn't anything. I was raised by Prince Millers. I was raised by those kind of guys. I was raised by men who were committed to what they believe. I understand those men. Like, they really stand on business. Like, them guys like him, man, like, at that era of criminal, like, a lot of this stuff, it wasn't even in our conscious. We didn't even really know what telling was. Like, it was almost unheard of. We didn't, the principles that we could, how we dealt with each other, how we dealt with each other's, how we dealt with each other on a personal level, professional, in the streets. There was a certain code, and he one of those guys. He's one of those guys. Definitely one of those guys. I would never question that. And as a man who, I've been through the federal system. I've been at the top of the food chain. I've been through the federal system. I did 19 years in the federal system. I've been all over the BOP, from Beaumont, Texas, Yazoo, Mississippi, McQuarrie, Kentucky, McKeon, Loretto. I've been all over the system, man. And so I seen, those guys, but also I was raised by the Prince Millers. So I see him as a peer, and I commend him and I congratulate him. And he's a real one, definitely. And I can sit here and acknowledge that, even though I may not agree with all his political views. This rap campaign is a little bit concerning. I would hope he would, help expose the hypocrisy and all of it. But I can see, he pretty much, he's still one of the ones, he still, think the same way he thought 34 years ago. I mean, and it's commendable. Stood on business. Problem with it is, my brother, is in this day and age, we don't have a lot of integrity. There's a lot of people who like the sound of being something, but don't understand what it actually takes to be it. I just hope he understands that the space, social media, is a very cannibalistic culture. Very cannibalistic culture. Be careful. Today they love you, tomorrow they're trying to burn you at the stake. You got to understand something. If everybody was real on social media, it would be a different place. But we live in a very cannibalistic culture when it comes to social media. And so I implore you, Mr. Gerald Prince Miller, man, listen, enjoy the moment. Yourself a chess player. And I do too. And I also understand, like you, there's a very ugly underlying principle to chess that exists. And just like in chess, as in life, man, somebody got to get sacrificed. It's a natural order, everything, whether it be in media or in the streets. I understand Prince Miller. I was raised by the Prince Millers. I understand them guys. I studied them. Them the kind of men, real firm guys, real solid in their opinions and principles. The kind of men we need around again. I was raised by the guys who stood on, even if they said it and the circumstance changed, they still stood on what the commitment that they made. I understand those guys. I was raised by them. But I also understand their weaknesses. And I understand that in this day and age, it's like Malcolm X said once, be careful about being pro-black or pro-stand-up guy or anti-anything, because what you end up doing is hating the people that you call yourself campaigning for. You end up despising the people that you're campaigning for. Be careful. Spotlight's intoxicating.